Hello, I'm with Bill Dettmer today, and I'm all excited because he's going to tell us about the online logical thinking process course that we're putting together. So, Bill, tell us all about it.
Hi, Philip. It's good to be with you today. As you know, the logical thinking process is a way to solve complicated system problems at any level of an organization. It allows users to begin with an ill-defined problem and end up with an effective, fully implemented solution. The LTP is intended for people at any level of an organization, either to solve their own problems or to be a problem solver for someone above their level in the organization. Perhaps the most important problem the logical thinking process can help solve is profitability. In other words, why isn't our company making as much money as we think it should? But even at more discrete levels, it can help reveal why parts of an organization are failing to achieve desired results and what to do about it. And until now, the only way to learn the logical thinking process was through a face-to-face 6-day workshop. In the past few years, I've done some of these sessions at my office in the U.S., but we've also been privileged to host these workshops in Paris annually since 2015, at least till COVID descended on us. In fact, I believe your website has some video trailers and testimonials from participants about these workshops in Paris.
Yes, indeed. It's been my pleasure and honor to host these 6-day sessions in Paris, in the middle of Paris, with all that goes with it. And as you say, we've got lots of participant feedback, which is extraordinary. So you're going to be doing this now online. Could you tell us how you're going to interact with the participants?
That's a really good question, and it is the biggest problem that we've had to solve in trying to put this thing online. For the past 30 years, the only way to learn this logical thinking process was in face-to-face workshops of 6 days or more. This, of course, presented problems for many people who couldn't afford to take that much continuous time off, or perhaps spend the money on travel, meals, and lodging, in addition to the cost of the course. Now, however, we're in the process of converting that 6-day face-to-face workshop into an online, self-paced course available to anyone in the world without having to travel to take it. The course will be comprised of 8 online videos. The preparation for these online presentations will still be reading my book, The Logical Thinking Process, in advance. That hasn't changed. But these videos, each of which is 45 to 90 minutes long, will stand in for the face-to-face workshop presentations. The content will be exactly the same. Well, actually, it'll be improved somewhat. There are several advantages to the online course. First, participants can watch the video presentations at their convenience, not at a predetermined time. They'll be able to watch the presentations more than once if they feel the need to do so for better understanding. The video presentations correspond to the chapters in the Logical Thinking Process book. Following each presentation, I'll conduct live one-on-one question and answer sessions with each participant. These will have to be individually scheduled since I anticipate that people from many different time zones will likely participate.
Thank you. And at the heart of the logical thinking process, people build trees. How are you going to help participants that struggle with the building of their trees?
Yeah, that's another good question. There will be opportunities for participants to interact with me personally on the examination of the logic trees they build. I'll offer constructive comments to help improve their understanding of the logical thinking process and how to apply it. There would be an interactive one-on-one online session for each of the logic trees and maybe the logical rules. These sessions would be an hour long for each of the 5 logic trees, maybe a little shorter, maybe a little longer. In these sessions, I'd share my expertise in building and evaluating the quality of logic trees. Now, 2 certificates would be issued pertaining to this course. The first would be a course completion certificate that certifies a participant's completion of the reading and the online presentation. The second would be a certificate of mastery, indicating that a participant has actually proven his or her skill at constructing logic trees and reviewed those trees with me personally. This is how I would verify a participant's ability to actually apply the LTP in a real-world situation. So if a participant merely wants to go through the self-paced individual learning online without more than my answering questions of clarification, that would earn them a course completion certificate. If they continue on and demonstrate to me personally their ability to actually construct effective logic trees, that would earn them a certificate of mastery. Each of these options would be priced differently.
Thank you, Bill. I see a logic tree there on my right. Could you tell us about it?
Yes. This is a knowledge tree concerning the changing of the status quo in any organizational system. Its purpose is to explain why organizational change can be so difficult to achieve and why it seems to fail sometimes. It should be clear from reading the if-then connections that human psychology, both individual and group, heavily influence the probability of succeeding at organizational change. To build a logic tree like this, you need to have a deep understanding of the specifics of your system and a good understanding of psychology. These are the raw materials for a tree like this. Combine these raw materials or content with a competent understanding of how to build a logically sufficient tree, and you end up with a result that's comparable to this.
Thank you, Bill. Well, I hope this has sparked your interest in the logical thinking process and the new online course that we're putting together. If you want to find out more, please visit the Marris Consulting website. Thank you very much.